Yeah, Queen CERSEI, and I can't remember the name. Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's her. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Lady Marjorie.
Marjorie,
You're early.
yeah.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Now, are they using the actual voice actors from the show? Because it sounded like her. Because that's cool.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Whoa.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless,
Yeah, Cersei is a bitch. I hate her.
She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
I don't want to...
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Fuck Queen CERSEI. She's a bitch. Joffrey's an asshole. And, yeah, this place sucks. That's all I can say.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Alright, I'll do that.
Good luck.
Ah, look at that. I can't remember his name.
Do this.
Oh, man, what's his name? That's Cersei right there. Fucking bitch. And then there's oh man, it hasn't been that long since I watched it. How can I not remember?
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion.
Tyrion, thank you. Oh, Cersei, you
With
bitch.
your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Yeah, they are using the actual voice actors.
House Forrester
That's
is
really
a northern
cool.
house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Yes.
Perhaps you should ask
I
the new
know.
Lord Forrester.
Fuck King
He's not
Joffrey.
here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
I'm gonna answer that.
The girl is here to explain herself, yet says nothing.
My apologies, Your Grace. I'm sure it's just a momentary lapse.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No, I hate these guys.
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies.
Fuck,
I'm
Joffrey.
told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king.
Yeah, fuck your king.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I don't really mean
see.
this stuff. I fucking hate her.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Kill him. Kill them all!
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
God! Fuck!
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have...
What was I supposed... What could I... God damn it.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either.
Fuck you, Cersei. Fuck you.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
God damn it.
Of course, Your Grace.
I hate them all. I don't hate you though. I love you.
I'll walk you out.
Thank you. You're
This may come as a surprise, but I met
Tyrion.
your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
Yeah,
She
I know.
takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
That will be you.
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
YOLO, am I right?
Suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Yes.
Consider it.
Fuck
Now, if
Cersei.
you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Sansa
3
Stark.
beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I love him. He's the best character in the whole show. Tyrion is a beast. He's a beast.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Yeah, she's
But at least it's over now.
I hate her so much.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And
Jaime
Oberyn
Lannister.
Martell, the Red Viper.
Oberyn Martell.
I'm told he has a paramour.
He's quite
Which I
handsome.
doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Yep.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become
No
queen?
way. Nope. Never.
He
Fuck.
does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Yeah, fuck Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
You would also be like slapped around
even allowed
every
to be
second of
married.
your life. He would like probably kill you at one
Let's
point
see,
as well.
Who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Just having a little fun.
Well, Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Mm-hmm.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I feel like this is gonna bite me in the ass someday.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request. Especially now.
Please do it.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Fuck Joffrey.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I am well aware of the risk. I can see how important this is to you. I don't know, Mira. If CERSEI were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Sweet.
I will send a raven to my family at once.
I don't want to spoil for those of you who haven't seen the show yet. But I do suggest you to go see that. But what the fuck's going on? There's a lot of stuff that I want to say right now, but I'm just gonna not because I'm afraid I'll spoil the show for anyone. But yeah. What the fuck is going on? Oh no, it's gotta be like Ramsay.
Let's play a little game.
Oh, it is.
shall we?
Oh my god, that asshole.
Did you know my
Oh
ancestors
my
wore
God.
the skins of their enemies as a coat?
This guy is, I'm telling you, this guy is mental. He is oh my, look at this guy.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets.
Oh god, don't
But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now.
look at the guy, the way he turns
How
around.
much further
Fuck!
is it to these
Oh.
Foresters?
Ramsay.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
I don't know.
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Please, don't see me.
There.
No!
Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind.
Oh.
We've wasted enough time already.
Oh my god. That was a close one. That poor bastard. That poor guy. Oh, I don't really know if I want to see the front of him. It's gonna be a mess. Yup. Oh my.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, they skinned him. That's what he'd do. That fucking bastard.